headlines. Health Director Dr. Chambo Golmei urges people to refrain from panicking over COVID-19, recommends home isolation if one develops fever. Repairs on National Highway cut off at Fesama in Nagaland likely to drag beyond rainy season. An office picketing called by and some cripples office functioning in Senapati and other Naga Hill districts. Hello, very good afternoon, and you're watching ISTV English News. I'm Priyalakshmi Langpoklakpam. Now the news in detail. Director of Health Services Manipur, Dr. Chambo Golmei, has maintained that the present COVID-19 strain differs significantly from earlier strains, while urging people to refrain from panicking over the new COVID-19 variant and recommended home isolation if one develops a fever. Responding to media persons on the rise of COVID-19 cases in Manipur, Dr. Chambo Golmei informed that COVID-19 cases has been increasing steadily in India, and as for the state, precautionary measures have been put in place. A team for Health Directorate has been formed for public advisory. He further stated that so far the Health Ministry has not issued any advisory for the state. He also urged people not to panic while informing most of the COVID-19 patients are experiencing high fever, runny nose and sore throat. All patients of coronavirus are undergoing home isolation, he said. The health director also called upon the people to follow the SOPs of COVID-19, including wearing face masks, frequent wash of hands and use of hand sanitizers.
Hand wash with soap and water hand sanitizer use to they are more prone to various infections. The immune system is low mask
The ongoing repair work on the national highway cut off at Fesama in Nagaland is unlikely to be completed before the end of the rainy season. General Secretary of Manipur Drivers Association, Sanjoy Khetrimayum, sought additional attention from the Governor of Manipur to approach the Nagaland government to take a prompt action and repair the road. In a press meet held at the office of the association at Kwakaithil, Sanjoy stated that the Fesama road condition has worsened significantly due to heavy rains. In response, several driver associations, including the Manipur Drivers Association, Dimapur District Trucks Drivers Welfare Union, Kohima District Driver and Owner Association, Senapati District Truck Driver Union, Senapati District Trucks Owner Association and Manipur Gorkha Drivers Welfare Association have joined forces under the Northeast Federation of Trade Union, NEFTU, to ensure the smooth transportation of essential goods through a bypass road from Kidima in Nagaland to Mau Tadupi. However, drivers and owners are often overloading their vehicle, which is accelerating the deterioration of the bypass road. The road currently poses a risk to vehicles carrying over 12 tons and those with 6 wheels or more. To mitigate this, the unions and associations will appeal to the authorities to restrict vehicles exceeding the 12-ton limit from using the bypass road. If the bypass road is also cut off, it will severely impact the people of Manipur, making it even harder for them to access essential goods, he added.
National Highway 2 Infan Dimapur Lambida Haukiba Megi Tangkutra Mathoida Lambi si Tatkibadegi Manipur gi Prajagi Nomagi Sangdra Yadaba Pasakudimak Poraktadana Apanba Awaba Amasung Yabegi Pusi Kanaba Hidala Tangasingba Porapa Yanaba Haiduna bypass road Amaka Akoina Semja Kibadu Akoina Matamduda Semba Houding Digi Mamang Hona Mayang Pamna Tamjakibadi Sakataruk Pamba Garizingna Lapiba Matamda Mangzona Nakona Lambisi Sem Dore Lambisi Semam Semba Matamjida ton tarani thoi gi hana pubira kanu haiba wa hisi mahana mangjong koi thamjaga bani adubu ngasi kana gumba driver sing na masagi interest na tagana owner sing na masagi interest ta ton tarani thoi gi hena pusalaga lakpana mara moraga sakabama dagi kitang hagala paka ku ama kaiba hore ku sina pura kien gi taga di khaga sasari basibuksu sapa hongoidra haibagi nungnang ba masul lejari driver sing ofam dain hajaning badi ton tarani thoi gi shuhen hena masi pubira kanu kariguma maduda lamhen tu hendana kana guma driver na khangoroi na ta owner na khangoroi hena sai pusan biba taragadi chingnaba gari leiba taragadi akoina madugi gari singdugi mafam ta akoina madu mari lenaba authority jingda akoina madu sinajagani haibagi mafam je mai thamjaninge bypass lambi asibu hinganji masej da nongmagi mayang gi sangdriya da posak khudi mak essential item khudi mak puraga laknabagi damakta akoina mayang mafam da haiba mafam sing base nga aga saminani haibagi diversing amasu onerjing mafam da madu mai thajaba thamjari.
On the other hand, he expressed concern over the governor of Manipur and the chief secretary's silence on the issue, despite it being a month since the road was cut off. He urged him to collaborate with the Nagaland government to expedite the road's repair. Additionally, he called on the officials of CAF and PD to monitor and prevent price hikes by business owners who may be taking advantage of the road's deteriorated condition.
Manipur gi lifeline oriba Imphal Dimapur lambi asi tatkiba numitagi Manipur gi lebiriba governor masamak so mangaire chief secretary masamak so mangare nongma wahai amata haide karino government na pambiri so karino tobiri se khangdre National Highway Authority of India gi makhada NSID selna semja bataraga su lambi asi pangan thoktabana maram oraga hoji sembagi sungya yadwa pm da leire masi kitang da oisu Manipur government na Nagaland government da haibiraga kita maru oiba khoi thawdang ama lahonjiningi amasung leibiriba sembiriba tobiriba mayam jing mafam da ju e kari karamba phibam da ledige haiba da masu kitang do ju masu mayam mafam da khoi phongtok chaning bai wafam dune khoi na ai ngasi honorable governor gi mafam da amasung khoi ki chief secretary gi mafam da ina thamjaningi se.
As announced earlier, the 5 days office picketing called by the All Naga Students Association Manipur Ansam, initiated by the Senapati District Students Association SDSA, commenced today and will be continued till June 27th. The agitation has crippled the office functioning of different departments operating in the district. The Apex Naga student body has been voicing against the scrapping of the free movement regime and imposed border fencing in Naga inhabited areas. The state was stated to have taken up in pursuance of the resolution adopted during the Presidential Council meeting held on June 16, 2025 at Senapati. This movement was stated to be a united demonstration expressing the resentment of the ongoing imposed border fencing and scrapping of the FMR. In the event of any unwanted incident and a situation arising during the movement, the student body blames the Government of India and the Government of Manipur to solely hold the responsibility. The student body also put up a banner at the entrance of the mini secretariat, Senapati, which read as "Remove the SP and additional SP law and order from Senapati district and to withdraw the illogical FIR lodged against Ansam, SDSA, MKS, MSU, PNTM, TAJ and GSU SG." Similar agitation has been reportedly going on in other Naga Hill districts of Manipur. No untoward incident is reported till filing of this report. With the state receiving continuous rainfall since yesterday, several roads have been inundated in water. The poor drainage system and the clogged drains have caused flooding on various roads, causing immense inconvenience to the passers-by. As per information released by the Indian Meteorological Department Centre Imphal, areas across Manipur is likely to receive 50 to 70 millimeters of rain till 26th June. Uripok Nupi Apunba Loop and Uripok Apunba Loop stage a sit-in demonstration today condemning the incident of bomb blast near the Mairasang at lane number 5 at Narim Thong Gimnam Lairak Machin in Imphal West district. The women folk held placards condemning bomb attack on Meira Paibis, planting a bomb in public gathering areas and demanding to clarify at the earliest. Member of Narimthong Lane number 5 Meirapaibi, Ais Priyasori, stated that the Meirapaibi Sang Lane, where a bomb was thrown yesterday, is a regular meeting spot every Sunday evening. If the incident had occurred in the evening, many Meirapaibis would have been injured. She condemned the bombing as an act of intimidation that affects all Meirapaibis in the state. Priyasori appealed to the perpetrators to come forward, explain their motives and refrain from such acts in the future.
Nunti khoi thoiba maira sida asungba bom ama thamjalamdana aki akhang nangan base akhoi yamna thamoi songna nungaite nongmai jing khuding khoi meeting tawe nti gi mi tara mo kun muk thoe adu nongmai jing khuding gi mi kunthani phung pulle aduida nongmai jing mi sira sida khoi bom do pokhara magadi ima mayam je loi si doine ba moina ima mayam je haningira kari dauri bagi bom thamba mi bano kari nungai taba leibano kasibong manongda akhoina yarek tana maira pai bi sang sida yarek tana Isa sing mayamu kari de soi de ga kai do ga de haidana khoi senadana ahing kai bang khang na ngai li ba mafam ni adai de bom thamjalamaga ima mayam jibu hana hona ba che akhoi thamoi chongna nungai te siguma thabak se matung manau tawbinu tawri ba potu su kanana kari no kari damak taw bi na haiba du su sengdok pi ro.
Culminating event for month-long observance for World Hypertension Day was held at Hotel Imolis. The month-long observance was organized by State Non-Communicable Division, National Health Mission Manipur under the theme Measure Your Blood Pressure Accurately, Control It, Live Longer. And the program was graced by Director of Health Dr. Chambo Golmai, Director of Family Welfare Dr. N. Hemantakumar and State Nodal Officer NPNCD Dr. Y. Premchandra as dignitaries. Addressing the gathering, State Nodal Officer NPNCT Dr. Y. Premchandra shared that starting from the year 2015, home-based testing for non-communicable diseases were conducted and around 9 lakh people of over 30 years of age were enrolled for the program. Out of the total, screening for BP was conducted for 6 lakh people, while testing for diabetes and other diseases are being conducted in rural and urban health centers. Under the center's initiative, one-month-long campaign was held for the year 2025-26, where health screening for over 12 lakh citizens were carried out in various public places, including markets, schools and at community level, and it has proven that the trust on government health centers by citizens has been increasing gradually. Director of Directorate of Health Services Dr. Chambo Golmai told media that hypertension is commonly known as high BP among the public, and hypertension is linked to numerous health issues. One needs to eat a hot, healthy diet, limiting salt and alcohol, exercising regularly and maintaining a healthy weight to prevent hypertension.
Hypertension na ako na high BP 1 na high niya. Ano na BP 1 bigay complications siya ang tuya. Ano na yabang makaidi si se total na siya. Ako kanna content si Sathari.
MLA L. Susindro handed over newly built houses for families whose houses were swept away in flood after the embankments of Imphal River caved in at Kurai, Haikrumakong. It may be mentioned that the houses were built with funds provided by the MLA himself. It was stated that with the continuous rain hitting the state again, the victims had to be shifted to the newly built houses, even though the entire construction has not been completed. MLA has assured to complete the construction of the remaining houses at the earliest. On the other hand, MLA Susindro clarified that there has been no restriction from his side on Tinsit Jingang serving as the place for holding last rites for slain village volunteers.
Nasi ako'y nasajariba yung masi masing ani niya ako'y najisinajay siya. Tasya na magiging ahum tao dami do. Nung siya sunglep-lep taba. Ado na dum kano tao bang amdre. Nung taadra di dum minini humni humda dum loy biya ba tabang nedo. Heg ising chaw dagi yung kay leitatana laihiba sing do ako'y khallaga masigi hariba yung masi sajabani. Pulapna nipan sagadabi manungda. Tarukti almost 90% completed oire. Hariba yung masi ako'y na ay saitegi ako'y lanay oina ay sajabani. Imphal Valley manung there is any flood ki materials in lobom se Government of India na amasung laiba ako'y Government Council sina ay nahan matasu Governor unajabani sige matangda lam लेबाक लौफम पीबियो अखोई नत्रगदि तुरेन पानसे अखोई सेमौद्रगदि अखोई दुम अक्टोबर दा सो दुम अचौबा इसिंग इचाव वाली अदु सुम काइबि आबा लई हाना हाइजरमने अदु गवर्नमेंट साइड तगी हुजिपौदा रिप्लाई एमता लाक्ते.
The flood-affected victims have thanked the MLA for building their houses with funds from his own pocket.
Leifam leitabi sida phop hara leibneba sida mana si yumche numit rawani dang na saraga akoi leifam leibse yam harawe haraw bo habdi loide kari hai banu khangde nong mar ta tirpan khalla leiri ne akoi je adu hojikti yum nungai bda leirani che ki yum da leiba habdu su phange anadi che ki yum du su leite auti emile na che ki yum su sabire
singi sauna je lebi yum se emile la sabire me je sang bo yani na mana thambire me
Chairman of Manipur Kishan Congress Committee Laishram Nando handed over cash reward and gifts to meritorious students of Konthausam Assembly constituency who had scored higher marks in SSLC and SSE conducted by BOSEM, COSEM and CBSE. Former MP Thokchom Mainia, President of Konthausam Block Congress Committee G. Kalinjau Kabui, Vice President of Imphal West Block Congress Committee H. Ibotombi and Vice President of Konthausam Block Congress Committee S. Ngoba Meite attended as to man cases at the function organized by Konthausam Block Congress Committee at the block office located at Awang Ziri Mayai Leikai. Speaking on the occasion, Laishram Nando highlighted parental influence on students' achievement. He also said the young students should be nurtured and brought up in a healthy environment for a prosperous society. Catholic School Parents Guardians 2024 organized a cleanliness drive around the school premises which were left unattended for a long period of time. The principal of Catholic School expressed to the media that the selfless act of the parents helped in catching the attention of the authority to inspect the eastern and the southern areas of the drainage system of the school, which had caused a great hindrance to the students while commuting back and forth. In this exertion, environmental activist Manikanta Mutum along with Lilong Municipal Council staffs also coordinated to ameliorate the surroundings. Sainik School Imphal inaugurated its newly developed digital classroom. 6 newly commissioned officers who are ex-students of the school, academic achievers of class 10 and 12 examinations, and cadets who have took part in the Everest Base Camp were also felicitated as part of the occasion. GOC 57 Mountain Division Major General Samir Sharma Kartikeya, Chairperson of Family Welfare Organization Red Seal Division Priya Kartikeya, and Principal of Sainik School Imphal Colonel A. Rajiv graced the occasion as the main guests. Three-day Mahasankirtana National Program organized by Regional Center for Cultural Heritage Manipur in collaboration with Govindo Mandir, Kamalpur and Panchasi Hari Mandir kicked off yesterday at Kamalpur Govindo Mandir, Dholai District, Tripura. In this auspicious occasion, MLA of Surma Assembly Constituency, Tripura, Sopana Pal, Regional Center for Cultural Heritage Manipur Secretary S.A. Kunjabihari Sharma, Panchasi Gram Panchayat Pradhan Shipra Kumar, Board President Binota and Panchasi Gram Panchayat member Nana Tombi took part as the dignitaries. RCCH Manipur Secretary S.S. Kunjabihari Sharma told media that the program was part of their steps initiated to develop the unity of culture among all the Meiteis living in Tripura, Assam, Bangladesh and Nepal. Now some international news. The conflict continues between Iran and Israel as both countries exchange missile strikes. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali has vowed that punishment against Israel will continue, making his first statement after the U.S. joined Israeli attacks on Iran. In a social media post, he said Israel has made a big mistake. Meanwhile, Iranian authorities stated that the military is determining the timing, nature and scale of its response to U.S. strikes on nuclear facilities. Earlier, Iran's parliament unanimously approved a proposal to close the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most critical oil and gas shipping routes, in direct retaliation for U.S. airstrikes on Iranian nuclear facilities at Fordo, Natanz and Isfahan. Oil prices have already begun to spike on international markets, with shipping companies placing their fleets on high alert. Meanwhile, U.S. military officials have placed forces across the region on heightened alert. The Pentagon is reportedly preparing for potential naval confrontations to keep the strait open, as any sustained closure would represent an existential threat to global energy security and economic stability. In Syria, at least 19 people were killed and several others injured in a suicide bombing incident at the Mar Elias Church in Damascus. A suicide bomber stormed a crowded church in the Syrian capital yesterday during Mass, opening fire on worshippers before detonating his explosives. It was the first suicide bombing in Damascus since the Bashar al-Assad-led government was toppled in December. Authorities from the Interior Security Department confirmed that the perpetrator was affiliated with the Islamic State. Well, before we end this bulletin, the headlines once again. Health Director Dr. Chambogolmei urges people to refrain from panicking over COVID-19, recommends home isolation if one develops fever. Repairs on National Highway cut off at Faisama in Nagaland likely to drag beyond rainy season. An office picketing called by Ansam cripples office functioning in Senapati and other Naga Hill districts. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great afternoon.